Well, it feels good to be back in here. Um, it's about spring break right now. I've been working on this house project that I really do want to start getting some more about that. I could show you guys a little bit on what I'm got going on here. This is like the base of the house, and then we got like the wall that's gonna come up like right there. And then I was working on some other stuff. I made these little pieces for like the front door post, but that's about it. I mean, I didn't really like how they turned out, but other than that, I mean, I think it's pretty good. But so the reason with that and the reason why I didn't really like that version, I guess, is let me see if I can, yeah. So here's the door that I made, and it is kind of small. And then obviously we got the front door post, and those are also kind of small. Obviously, you can clearly see that that is like way too small. So with that being said, I'm thinking I'm not gonna do that, but instead I'm going to do went to Hobby Lobby today, and I got these thicker, bigger boards, and I'm thinking about I'm just gonna use those. That way I can just do that a little bit better. So with that being said, I'm gonna start working on that. And so I got my Dremel tool here. It is an older Craftsman Dremel tool. And then it's in the photo of the thumbnail too. And then I got an order kit. But then today at Hobby Lobby, I actually got a new kit. And it's really, really big. And then it's got like, I don't even know, like probably over 90 different pieces of stuff and all that. So I'm gonna go grab the stuff that I need for this. And then I'm gonna go work on that. So I'm gonna go grab my phone stand, but with that being said, I will be right back. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. All right. I think, oh, yep, there you go. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. So, I'm trying to figure out, yes, I am back. Yes, I'm right here. Just want to get this set up for you guys so you can see what I'm doing here. So just give me 1 second. 2 hours later. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, it's our spring break right now, so I mean, I'm kind of chilling actually. Like, I'm doing pretty good. I spent $95 at Hobby Lobby today on all little stuff for this house and all that. Like, I mean, I literally have like tiny doorknobs for the doors that are like a centimeter big. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, so now my parents did owe me like a little bit of money from different things and events that we've gone to. So me paying them back and just to return it, it's, yeah, so it kind of just pays off. So I actually saved a couple bucks, so it's really not that bad. Now with that being said, you always gotta make sure you have your safety goggles on, because sometimes when you use a Dremel tool, and I've noticed this from personal experience, if you're not careful, it will literally just shoot off and hit you in the face. Yeah. Now I am planning on making more of like a video stuff like this. I just kind of wanted to try out the live stuff, but for you guys though, I will be actually making like actual videos. I'll actually go back and edit those videos, so that way I can kind of just like work on that a little bit more. But yeah, so it's not I'm kind of surprised that you guys would be watching this. It's like pretty late for me, but I mean, unless if you guys are somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. Like for me, it's 10:30 right now and where I live, so pretty crazy. Anyway, so I got this really long piece of wood here. If we look here, it has the, if I can flip on the right side, this is a 1.5 by 36 inches. So 1.5 inch by 36 inch, and this is obviously from Hobby Lobby. Item number 485649, if you're wanting to go check that out. It does feel like a good, pretty good solid piece of wood. So I mean, really, me personally, that's not too bad. So I mean, you're cool. Oh, thank you. I mean, I have my own personal channel right now, and I was just trying this out. So if you guys aren't subscribed, go ahead and check out the channel and click the link down below to check out the channel and all that. So yeah, so thank you guys for dropping in right now. I've actually made another live video. It was a pre-recorded gaming video I made of playing Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. And then I went back and I finally edited the whole thing, and then I used OBS Studio and actually put it up on there. So I actually have a Lego Star Wars video, kind of like how I explained like how the whole entire time you can literally just sit there and like explore the whole entire map, and you don't even have to like actually play the game. It's actually pretty cool. So with that being said, I'm thinking I can just do this. Yeah, I know. I love Lego Star Wars stuff. Lego Star Wars is probably like one of my favorite like games now. It's literally awesome. All right, I'm gonna get set up for you guys right here. Don't know the mess in here. It is a little bit messy. I do have to like vacuum and all that stuff, but that's about it. I mean, if you guys like these phone stands, I got it off of Amazon a couple years ago, and it's really, really good for my stop motions. A lot of you guys are saying, what am I making? Okay, so what am I making? Well, I am making a house, and the house is just like a big square structure. It goes on a piece of wood like this. So let me just kind of set this up for you guys real quick. Let me see if I can get out all the rest of the pieces I got here. I got a couple of little pieces. As you can see, I'm still trying to carve out part of the house here. So it's basically almost like a dollhouse, but it's like a DIY, essentially. So I got like the wall right here, and then I got the let's see. Here's another piece of the wall. I got this kind of material. This one's gonna go right there, and see how it's just perfectly lined up right there in the corner. So we got that going there. And then I got one for the other side. That one I actually made a window in. And I use all this stuff, like, except for all the huge cuts, all the basic cuts, like the window, I had done it with the Dremel tool. I use these little Dremel, just little cutting wheels. These little ones right here. They are pretty cool. You do have to be mindful, though. You do want to wear a mask and obviously ear protection and all that. These kind of masks are the really, really, really super tough one, the N95s. Because they actually block out all the bad toxins that could be in certain woods. For instance, I have some of this hobby wood right here. And when I first got it, there's a sticker on the back that says, caution, cancer and reproductive harm if you breathe in the dust. So I do not want to breathe in the dust. But anyway, so here is like what I'm thinking will probably be the front door. I did all this details and stuff with the Dremel tool. And then obviously, teeny tiny little piece I did for the doorknob right here. So the way how I did the doorknob is I got this little teeny tiny one right there. And it's kind of worn away, which actually adds the perfect effect for making a little doorknob spot. And then I'm probably thinking about adding an actual doorknob of those pieces that I have. So I'm probably going to do that. And then, like I said, these are the front porch pieces. But as you can see, they're like absolutely way too small. So that's why we are going to be cutting some new ones. So with that being said, I'm going to take all this stuff back down. I'm going to start getting my measurements for the parts of the house. Now, I originally started this project with my grandparents, and we did all the measuring to make sure that the walls in the second floor of the house will go perfectly lined up with this little pencil line. I don't know if you can see it, but that I've drawn right there. So this will kind of add more of a support. And then we have a centerpiece that goes here in the middle. Let me see if I can find that centerpiece for you. Here you go. I had done some trimming around the edges here. It's not perfectly straight. I'm going to finalize it a little bit better. But that's basically how that is going to go. And obviously you can see these are both like the exact same height for everything. So that one's going to go in the corner and that one's going to go right there. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got for that. It's really nothing much, actually. It's really not anything too special. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, I really do want to do a video to show you how I made all these things. So if you're some of the few people watching right now, you actually get a sneak peek. But if you just wait a little bit, I'll show you all the rest of the stuff. This is a teeny tiny little toaster I made. I carved out the original square, and then I took the Dremel tool and I made little indentions. And now you do have to be very cautious. Uh-oh. And there it goes, it's gone. Be very cautious because it will jump away and run away from a stealer. Where did that go? And it's gone. Okay, well that was the only piece they really need. Well, there you go. I hate to say it, but it's gone. Bro, it is gone. Where did that piece go? Bro, how do I just like lose stuff like this so fast? Oh wait, there it is. So this is how I made the pieces on the toaster here. I got this little tiny piece. Now you do have to be very cautious because I actually burnt myself back over during Christmas break, and it was pretty bad. So I did all the little indentions, stuff like that, the little toaster part on the back. On the back here, we got little details, just like literally 2 seconds on each little spot to almost make like a bit of like a screw spot on there. And then obviously the teeny tiny little knobs and all that stuff for that. So that's how I did all that. And then really just a ton of other different pieces. I was originally planning on making a little dining table, but I kind of scrapped that idea because I saw some better stuff at Hobby Lobby. I actually made my own little fireplace, and I actually carved out all the masonry and all that for it, so almost like the little baseboarding for that. So that's that. And obviously this material is the one, the hobby wood, that you have to wear a mask with. So, yep. Then I got a few more things here. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there isn't really much else to really show. I do have a lot of other stuff that I do want to show. For instance, I've been working on an oven that I made. This is my little oven that I made out of the Dremel tool. I cut all the pieces and stuff. And so that's that little oven there. So I really do like how this one turned out. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I really do like the detail that I did with the Dremel tool, making the little parts and areas on this to try to like almost get the effect of an oven. Obviously the glue kind of did that a little bit there, but it is an actual little screen right here. And then the top parts on here are all from the Dremel tool. That's just from it like being a little bit black, and I went back with it with like a Sharpie marker and then made the little indentions here. And then this is obviously that little solid part right there. So that's about it. But I mean, yeah, so I really do like how that turns out. And then obviously it is like the perfect size for when you come in through the front door and there's a little kitchen and the wall right here. It will probably go somewhere about right there. So I really do like how that turned out. But with that being said, I don't really know what else I'm gonna do. I don't really know what else I'm gonna do tonight. I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep working on this stuff since there's not really that many of you guys watching right now, and I know a lot of people are saying they're going to bed. So, with that being said, if you're just tuning in right now, thank you so much. You could actually fast forward back and see kind of what the process was while I'm doing this. It's only 17 minutes and something seconds right now. So, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one.